I remember the first day I visited here after being appointed as Minister for Health and Medical Services, and when I looked at the center, I said, this center can actually turn into a 24-hour service center. And in December last year in Parliament, sorry, not December, early 2016, we announced in Parliament that by December, end of December 2017, Valelebu Health Center will run a 24-hour health service, and we are 15 days delayed, but we are there. So first of all, I'd like to thank the hard-working team at the Ministry of Health and Medical Services, the staff and doctors working at Valelebu, the SDMO, the divisional heads, the staff at the headquarters, to make that dream of mine come true. And that is done with pure compassion and much service-oriented attitude, as we wanted to bring services closer to your people. Last week, Saturday, I was at a gathering in Nasole, and when I relayed this message to the public out there who had gathered to be part of the function, they were overjoyed. Because now they don't have to travel to Nasori, they don't have to travel to CWM. The people around Valelebu, the services have been brought to your doorstep. And I'm sure the team at Valelebu will do justice in providing that service to you. So just for background information, the Valelebu Health Center serves a population of 58,000 people. And you can imagine 58,000 people. And on a daily basis, I've been told that an average of 500 to 700 patients visit the health center. And sometimes up to 900 patients are seen by the doctors and the nurses here. And now with the opening of our doors for 24 hours and 7 days a week service, we expect to serve an estimated population of about 200,000 people along the Suvarnasori corridor. This facility, ladies and gentlemen, was established in 1982 and covered the areas from Kinnoya to Langere. And it started as a primary healthcare facility providing 8 hours of service. And you must see that now we've reached 24 hours of service, and that is a big achievement for the ministry and the government, and of course for the people of Valelebu. So due to the increasing population and demand for health services in 2009, the health center's operating hours were from 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. And since Monday this week, 15th of January, Valelebu Health Center is now open for 24 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, these developments are aligned with our ongoing efforts as a government to reach out to all Fijians, whether it's through education, through health, infrastructure, housing, primary industry, trade, just to name a few. My ministry's vision, ladies and gentlemen, is to create a healthy population. And to realize that vision, the government is committed to enhancing improved access to health services for our ordinary Fijians. And of course, that could be done by creating a supportive environment as this, turning this health center into a 24-hour services. So what will this 24-hour services at Valelebu Center mean for all of us? This means that people living along the Suvarnasori corridor that need urgent medical attention, those who are critically ill and will have access to medical services day and night. All in all, it means through better service, better care leading to better health. It also means that people who are victims of road accidents, which is common along the Suvarnasori roads, and injuries are tended to at the health center now, and after stabilized will be transferred to CWM Hospital. Of course, what this means is we avoid unnecessary pain and suffering, hospitalizations, disability, and even premature death is expected to be prevented and reduced. It also means that people here will be able to access health services without having to miss work in the morning or school, and of course prevent people from overcrowding at the health center during early hours in the morning. Because health centers close at 10 p.m., we normally have a lot of people turning up at the health center in the morning. Now, you will have an access to the health center where you can go to work. Your children can also go to school on time because the health center will be open 24 hours. And of course, it means you don't have to rush to the health center in the morning before going to work. So we are trying to make life a bit easier for you. The government has committed a lot of resources towards the realization of these 24-hour services. The number of doctors and nurses has been increased to cater for this additional service. A 24-hour ambulance service will be based at this health center for rapid response. and transfer of acutely ill patients. The place where we are currently standing, ladies and gentlemen, this site will be renovated to ensure a more spacious and suitable waiting area. Waiting area is provided for the patients and the relatives. On this side, a modern and much improved emergency department will be built on the current existing wooden building that you see as soon as you walk or enter to the facility. So all in all, these developments are in addition to the current and ongoing quality improvement programs undertaken by the Ministry of Health to ensure that our customers, you, the patients and your families are provided the best care services that you deserve. If I may also mention, for the last 5 years, I'm just going back 5 years, the Fijian government has invested a total of $102 million into upgrading and constructing new health facilities around Fiji. And I'm sure there's a lot more to be done to those facilities that were constructed way back. In the Suvarnasuri corridor, there are new health facilities to open very shortly. And of course, I'm very much looking forward to opening the new Makoi maternity unit and the Naulu Nakasi Health Center, which will be done in the coming couple of months. The Makoi maternity unit will initially offer ambulatory services such as antenatal clinics, maternal and child health clinics, family planning and ultrasound. When the unit fully opens, we will have 18 inpatient beds, 3 delivery rooms for low-risk birth. Ladies and gentlemen, the CWM since 2015 has also got 4 new state-of-art theatre, intensive care unit, burns unit and coronary care unit. Similarly, the Rewanga Health Center was also uplifted to include dentistry services. In terms of capital purchase, the ministry has in the last 5 to 6 years spent a total of $43.2 million for the purchase of biomedical equipment for health services around Fiji. Apart from capital projects, the ministry also strategizes to modernize systems and generate multiple benefits in terms of enhancing patient care and staff roles. One such system includes the implementation of the electronic queue management system, which all of you are familiar with, that was introduced in 2015 and has been actively operating at this health center since January last year, and we hope to implement these across many other centers in the near future. You can see for yourself that before this new queue system, this waiting area used to be crowded and too noisy like a marketplace, with everyone rushing to be seen by a doctor or a staff. But now, everybody is seen by the doctor in an orderly and a fair fashion, reducing your waiting time, stress and anxiety while waiting. The electronic queue system also measures our staff service time and provides an effective system of monitoring staff workload to allow greater management to improve productivity while serving the waiting patients. So ladies and gentlemen, my ministry is mandated to provide equitable, accessible and quality health services to the people of Fiji, and that's what our vision is, and we will continue to do that. We at the ministry, our staff at the health centers and other facilities exist to help people maintain the highest level of good health, which is attainable, that is state of complete physical, mental, social well-being and free from diseases. However, please allow me to remind each one of us that the responsibility of looking after our health also falls on us as well. Our family's health, our children's health, our community's health should also be our responsibility. Simple things, in order to stay away from the hospitals, in order to stay healthy, simple things like eating healthy, taking regular exercise, resting, sleeping, taking your medication on time, not smoking, not drinking too much grog. Of course, all that will come with personal discipline, and we encourage you to embrace that in your daily life. Again, we need to control the use of alcohol and too much kava drinking with unhealthy chasers that go with it. We really need to look at the reality of the situation. Please actively participate in our health facility prevention activities such as NCD and cancer screening, and of course advise your families and friends, and of course you need to access health services at any stage of any illness before it becomes too complicated and before it becomes too costly to treat, or not when it's too late. So I urge everyone here to join our hands together to keep a happy, healthy and a safe Fiji for us and our children and our families, where we are all nurtured in body and mind, and where we can walk and age with dignity and health. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to acknowledge all the hardworking staff of Valelevu Health Center for their commitment and hard work in delivering health services to your community. Likewise, I'd also like to acknowledge the staff at the headquarters, and special thanks to DMO Central, Dr. Wipi, SDMO, Dr. Pablo, for your dedication, for your teamwork, and your commitment to ensure that we fulfilled our promise to have Vale Levu as a 24-hour service for our people. And I hope that in the near future, we will be able to provide similar service to other basic facilities around Fiji. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, we inducted 68 new doctors into the health system. We have 68 new doctors, but I'd also like to say that the reality of our situation is we are short of doctors. Okay? We are working towards meeting that number, but it's going to take some time. And that is the result why sometimes health facilities have long waiting hours. So we are working towards that. And you may be aware of the dengue and the typhoid. It's not an outbreak, cases coming to a hospital. Please practice safe hygiene practices like washing your hands before handling food. Of course, hand washing practices are priority. Get your children to wash their hands before you cook, before you eat, after visiting your washroom, etc. And of course, destroy all mosquito breeding places within your compounds. Get your neighbors to get active in destroying all these mosquito breeding places. And I'm sure we'll be able to stop more people coming from the health centers. But please do come. This is for you. Enjoy the 24-hour services at Vale Levu Health Center. And a Happy New Year to you all, because we started New Year on a very positive note. So thank you very much. Thank you. God bless.